I've been a student representative at Concordia for some 6-7 years, and I've sat on an inordinate number of committees. I sat on Senate, curriculum committees, sustainability committees, what have you. And I've been trying to advocate for the university to adopt an institutional commitment to teaching all students about sustainability. And the number one issue that comes up is academic freedom, and the idea that senior administration cannot tell professors what to teach. And my understanding from Times Higher Education Impact Ranking is that you give points to universities who have made, a commitment to meaningful education that's around the SDGs, that's applicable to all students. And so I guess my question is, are you rewarding universities that infringe on the academic freedom of the professors?
Well, I wouldn't agree with that perspective. I mean, it strikes me as quite an interesting line to take. For example, if your university has a physics course, you expect your physics teachers, your physics lecturers to lecture to a curriculum. And you would be quite surprised if a physics lecturer decided that they were going to decide that gravity didn't exist and therefore insist on teaching to that. Because it's not as if a lot of the aspects that we're talking about here are in dispute. Climate change is not a fringe theory. It is a well understood, it is a well established and almost universally agreed upon fact. Almost universally, obviously there are a few people somewhat south of your border, perhaps, shall we say. But broadly speaking, these are not contentious issues. So I think that there is room within curricula to actually include aspects of sustainability, of climate action, which needn't infringe on academic freedom. Of course, how individual academics choose to teach it, what they want to focus on, what the things are that are important to them will vary. And we try and write our questions in the impact ranking to be open to that, to allow freedom for people to choose what are the most important things to them. But I think there is this sort of obvious statement, which is if you decide that teaching about sustainability is important, build an appropriate curriculum, discuss that obviously with your academics to understand what you need to have in it. Actually, that I don't see as being an infringement on academic freedom.